Yeah.
Alpha. Yeah, I don't know this will. Okay. What we'll do is we'll try to have one small topic so that we'll send them a recording and let them follow it up. So this topic is in continuation to what we did yesterday. So basically joins, right? So we're working on joins.
Okay.
So I'm going to change the script a little bit, a table, and let's see what happens. So we have table 1, table 2. Okay, we have field 1, field 2, field 3. These are our invoice IDs. Tax rate is 3423. Overall tax for one invoice. So instead of this text, invoice ID. So we have invoice ID over here, tax rate field. In the second table, we have the invoice ID. Right, one invoice can have multiple products. So if you look at it, this 100, 150, 200. So it has 3 products, various sales amount. Now, in Qlikview it is simple, right? We don't do much of the things. All we do is we load these 2 tables. These 2 tables get linked. Okay, they get linked. I straight away go ahead and put up a chart asking how much is the sales amount for individual invoice IDs. So I can just go ahead and create a chart. Don't worry about this charts. It's just for demonstration. We'll have a separate session. Suppose I have the invoice ID. I'll just say sum of sales amount. Right. So I can get for one invoice how much is the sales amount. So if I go back and check it also. So for sales ID 1, it's 100 plus 150, 250, 450. Right. So I have the right things. Now, if I want what is the sales ID tax rate for individual invoice. In individual invoice IDs, tax rate. So simple thing, the same thing I'm gonna update it back. Sum of sales amount, I'll say tax rate. Say okay. Now my solution is absolutely working fine. I'm okay with it. But I've got the exact tax rate, individual invoice ID, invoice sum of sales amount. Now the challenge starts where your client will say, or the requirement is, I don't have to load this 567, right? Because my the header table, invoice ID, the header table has only 3 invoices. I want data only for those 3 invoices. So first requirement will be that. And second requirement, for whatever sake, they might not ask you to keep 2 tables. So they'll tell these two have measures, so make it one single fact table. Or they'll tell, okay, even if you keep it separately, they don't want this extra records, 5, 6, 7. So they would want to filter it. So in Qlikview, we do have a method to write where exist and do all those things. But sometimes where exist, if you know, like can work for multiple fields, but if you want to be more precise, generally in a database terminology or ETL technology, what they would have done is, where there is no where exist, either they would have done like use subquery where clause and then put in where in clause and then filter, or a simple method is left join it, right? So you left join this table to this table. So ultimately you'll have the result that you want. Or inner join will also work. Any kind of join will work. Now if I do a reload, so based on my left join, what happens is the data got filtered. I got only one table and 3 records. So we have invoice 1, invoice 1, invoice 2, invoice 2, invoice 3, invoice 3. So basically I got all the 3 invoices. For that I got the sales amount. But if the biggest challenge of left join, right, though it reduces table in one data, it increases the records, sorry, it reduces the records in one table, it increases the records in another table. It's a typical database challenge. Over here if you see this, 134, 134, 134. So the records in the first table have repeated thrice, because in the second table there were 3 records for the same value. Now generally in databases what they do is, when they want to calculate, they are okay with this structure. It's not a wrong structure if you look at it. So Yeah, it is the right one. So if it repeats 3 times, it is the right one. Yeah, can you hear me now? Okay. So that's one of the typical challenges that like the database experts when they're doing transformations, right, get caught in. So 34, 34. Now they are not sure whether they have to attach it or they just have to link it. Now if in Qlikview the solution is don't do a left join, right? Don't do any kind of join. Just keep them separate. But the challenge of keeping them separate is still I'll get all the other invoice IDs also, which are not required. I can use where clause or where exist or any kind of that kind of a solution. But what if I don't have that? I mean where exist, or if I want to use a different thing. So there's in Qlikview what they've brought along with the joins is there's something called as keep. Okay, it has two I mean suffixes. Basically one is left and one is right. So one is left keep. Okay. So what left keep will do is it will process the join. Okay, when I say left keep table 2 to table 1, right, the syntax is similar to joins. It will process the join between table 1 and table 2, but the end result will be in two separate tables. What I mean is the join will be processed, but the table won't get, I mean it won't come into a single resultant table. It will be two tables, right? Over here you have table 2. If you preview table 2, again you have only the territory 1, sorry, invoice ID 1, 2, 3. The rest of the invoice IDs are left over. And in table 1, as usual, you have only one record for tax rate. So this is one of the methods of doing a left join, but still keeping those two tables separately. So see, writing where exist, where clause, all these is fine, but those are all challenging, or sometimes those will not suffice your solution. So left keep is also a major keyword in Qlikview, which will help you do a lot of things. This typical problem of multiplying data, right, while you're doing joins is a big challenge. So sometimes you have to do joins, but you don't want a single resultant table. You want it in two tables separately for obvious reasons, like sum of tax rate is always 34 because it is separate, but the join is occurred. Now the join is on invoice ID. See, if you have to write a where exist, right, tomorrow, like if your fields change, so you'll end up writing a couple of where exist statements, and you can do where exist on one field or like this. Now, if you have 4 or 5 fields that you want to do where exist on, then you'll have to again sit and write those 4 or 5 fields and do that where clause everything. But you can avoid all of those things. Just go ahead and straight away do a left keep. It will act as a join. It will filter data from both the tables and it will store it over here. So there is no inner keep or outer keep. There is only left keep, either right keep. So you can either do a left join kind of a scenario or a right join scenario, but still keep two tables separate. Are you able to follow?
Yeah.
The usage is again, yeah, debatable, but like I said, if you have this kind of situation, there'll be a couple of situations where you'll end up using left keep. So it's kind of a lot of Qlikview SQL developers have told that this feature is the most kind of very useful feature of Qlikview. One of the very useful features of Qlikview. Sorry, you were telling me something, right?
No, I just said okay.
Oh, okay. Similar to left keep is the right keep. For demonstrating right keep, I'll just flip the tables to the other way around. Right. The keyword is right keep. Just reload. So technically the same thing. Only 3 records from table 2, I mean the actual 3, and for only 3 invoice IDs from the table 1, because I've done the right keep the other way around. In interviews they might ask you what is left keep or what are the advantage of using it. So you say wherever you want to perform a join, but you don't, the end resultant table will give extrapolated values, or it's a very common known problem. So when you do joins, right? So two things join does always. One is it will reduce, like a left join will do two things. One thing is it will reduce data in the left table, sorry, in the right table, but increase the records in the left table based on what the values are there in the right table. So you can never kind of believe that, okay, in a very rarest of rare where the data is really good. So if you have 10 records in left table, only 10 will be in right, you do a left join, it will work fine. But typically it is not the case. So in our application also, like the join syntax is same, sales order header. The join will happen only on the field, not happen. So here, or here, I have this business entity ID, right? So you'll have to be a little an alias name to join. Like say if I put an alias name, business entity, because so you have to do a little work around over here. So while loading it from QVDs or storing it in QVDs, right, make sure the names match. Or if the names don't match, like we are doing it here, right, I'm putting the business entity ID over here. I'm renaming this field. So the source field is fine. So when it does a left join, it will do it on business entity ID. So just like how for where exist I explained, it's the same difficulty over there also. Okay. Suppose I load the sales territory ID. Okay. what ideally should happen? It should give us two tables, right? So whenever you use these kind of two tables, so you're querying the table should give me two. So sales territory loaded twice. Okay. Okay, what I was telling was when I'm loading two tables two times, okay. So like I was telling, when we load two tables, right, sales territory 2. So technically it should have two, I mean it should basically upload two eyes and create two tables. So in Qlikview it is not the case. When Qlikview sees two tables with identical structure, so when I say identical structure, all the column names are same, it will simply concatenate them. It will not even check for the duplicate records between these tables or common records. It will simply add the tables to one another, like append the data. And suppose the first table had two records, the second time you load it, again it resulted in two records. Both these records are same across these two tables, but still Qlikview will create four records for them. So wherever you have two tables with identical structure loaded into Qlikview, Qlikview automatically concatenates. It's like a natural concatenation, default concatenation kind of a scenario. Hello, is it still dragging or lagging?
Yeah. No, it's okay. No.
Okay. So yeah, so basically you'll have to be a little careful of while like loading two identical tables. Suppose, so this plays to our advantage. Suppose you have sales territory ID, right? So you loaded sales territory data from territory 1 file, say a second territory data from 2 files. Maybe this is the latest file and the second file is the historic file. So as soon as Qlikview realizes the structure is same, it will concatenate. It is not dependent on the file name also. So because I am loading it from the same file name, it is not that it is depending on the file name. It depends only on the column field names. So two tables coming from any data source, right? It can be very different data sources also. In Qlikview, the moment Qlikview sees two tables have identical column names, field names, it will concatenate them. So that plays to our advantage. While you're loading multiple files, right, you don't really have to think how do I append the values or concatenate it. It will just concatenate, show four values. So this is one by default powerful function, but this also has its own challenges. Sometimes what people do is they would want to do some analysis and reload the existing data. So that I will explain. Actually, Mark had the question how to handle multiple fact tables and all. So this question, this solution concatenate revolves around that, handling multiple fact table and making sure you have the right kind of data. I think I will do that when everybody is there. So
Okay, but it will duplicate the data also, right? That will also again cause the problem. Even though it will save in the same table, since fields are same, but still say even Yes. So even the fields are same, and data might be also same, right? So, like 4 or 5, how you were showing with territory
Mm-hmm.
ID, 2 and 5 were loaded twice. So it will
Right.
duplicate the data, right? It will cause again a problem.
Yeah,
Duplicacy.
so there is different method to manage that. It's like if you want to load that kind of scenario, that means you are loading it from a file where you know that there are no duplicates between those two files. Only then you have to do. In case there are duplicates, simple. So over here, right? So you load this from
You can say
file
like
one.
we have a transactional. Mhm.
Yeah, you have use territory ID table one. So you're getting it from file one. This is from file two. Over here we have put this where exist territory ID, right? So over here what you do is, so you name this as territory as some name. So you take this field, okay. So like where exists, there is something called as where not exist. Here it will get only the non-duplicate values and concatenate it to this field. See, loading data from a table is dependent on how you write your where clauses, whether you bring the fields that are there or not there. But if you know that two files have distinct data, you just want to concatenate them. You don't even need to write the where clause or anything. In those scenarios where you have duplicate data, you want to eliminate and just bring in data that is not duplicated. You can write a where not exist kind of a scenario.
Okay. It's something we can say for some transactional data. Today's transaction will not obviously take tomorrow, so we can append those. Right?
Yeah, for incremental we do that logic. So when we are, I'll demonstrate when we are doing the incremental logic. So there are a couple of methods of managing that for incremental.
Okay.
What now?
So what I would suggest is, so basically, if you have any doubts, we could discuss. Else, maybe we'll catch up next week. So
No, I discussed
go
those
ahead and
before.
practice.
No, the one I was having I already.
Okay, cool. So maybe next week, Monday, everybody might join also. So we'll discuss more about this concatenate and see how to do things. Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead and practice over the weekend. So that will
Yeah, sure.
help you out.
Yeah.
All right, then. Thank you, Alpana.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you. Yeah, same to you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.